All right, diving in today. We're tackling Rihanna.
Wow, yeah.
And you guys sent us a ton.
Yeah.
We've got Wikipedia entries, we've got articles about her music, her businesses, even some of her awards history.
Amazing.
So get ready. We're going to unpack it all.
Really is amazing when you think about it.
Yeah.
Her career is fascinating, right? It just defies what we typically see.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people find success in one area.
Right.
She's conquered music,
Yeah.
fashion, business, philanthropy. I mean, wow. It's remarkable how she's managed to create this empire of so many different things.
It's like she's playing 4D chess while everyone else is still figuring out checkers.
Exactly.
And to think it all started in Barbados,
Yeah.
Robin Rihanna Fenty, born in 88.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty normal upbringing, far from the glitz and glam she's known for today.
It is. It's so easy to forget those humble beginnings when we see her now.
Yeah.
But I think those early influences like the reggae and dancehall are just completely woven into her music.
Oh.
I mean, that's the foundation that she built everything else on.
Right. And you can just hear it in those early hits, like Ponder Replay from 2005.
Oh, yeah.
Pure island vibes.
Totally.
Signs with Def Jam, drops Music of the Sun, and boom, top 10 on the Billboard 200.
Yeah.
At just 17 years old. I mean, instant success.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, looking back, it wasn't just a fluke.
Absolutely.
A Girl Like Me comes out just a year later and solidifies her staying power.
Right.
There's a strategic evolution in her sound.
Absolutely.
She's working with Neo, honing that powerful mezzo-soprano, showing a commitment to her craft that goes beyond just riding the wave of a hit song.
Absolutely. You can see it. You included some clips of her performances from that era.
Yeah.
She commands the stage. Even then,
Totally.
there's this raw talent, but it's that work ethic. People
Yeah.
overlook that.
Yeah.
But it's there.
Totally. But then 2007 comes along and everything changes.
Good Girl Gone Bad.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just the album title. It's a declaration.
Yeah.
The sound shifts. It's edgier, more dance pop. And then, of course, there's Umbrella. I mean, it's not just a catchy tune.
Yeah.
It's a cultural reset.
Totally.
I mean, think about it. The longest running #1 in the UK for a decade.
Wow.
That's not luck.
Wow.
That's impact.
8 million copies sold worldwide.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone and their grandma was singing Ella, Ella, eh, eh.
Yeah.
But you know what I find interesting? Looking at your notes, it wasn't just the music that changed.
Oh, for sure.
It was her whole image. That iconic bob haircut.
Yes.
It was like she was shedding this good girl image and taking control.
Exactly. It was deliberate. She was moving away from that cookie-cutter pop star mold. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it signaled a shift in the music, too, right? She starts experimenting. Darker themes on Rated R, embraces this bold, unapologetic energy on Loud. I mean, dubstep, rock, R&B. She's blending genres, pushing boundaries, and it's working.
You highlighted this article that called her a musical chameleon, and I think that's spot on.
It is.
She's not afraid to evolve, to take risks,
Yeah.
but it's not random.
No.
There's intentionality to it. You can trace her influences. Caribbean music, Janet Jackson, Aaliyah, Beyonce. It's like she's absorbing it all
Yeah.
and creating something totally new.
Absolutely. And we can't forget about the music videos. I mean, you sent us a bunch.
Yeah.
And they're not just visual accompaniments. These are mini movies.
Totally.
Man Down, for example, sparked a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
But it also sparked conversations about social issues. She's using her platform
Yeah.
to do more than entertain.
Yeah.
She's making us think.
She's a storyteller.
Yeah.
And she's not shying away from complex themes. It's bold, it's provocative, and it's definitely got people talking. But it's interesting, you also included some articles about her personal life during this period. You know, the assault by Chris Brown. It was a dark time. And it must have been incredibly difficult to navigate that in the public eye.
It was a pivotal moment.
Yeah.
And I think it just speaks to her resilience that she not only came back from it,
Right.
but used her platform to shed light on domestic violence.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes immense strength and courage.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that behind this dazzling persona, there's a real person who's gone through some tough stuff.
Right.
But she didn't let it define her. In fact, she channeled it into her music, her artistry.
Absolutely.
Even in the face of adversity, she kept evolving.
And her career continued to soar. 2010, Love the Way You Lie with Eminem. Another global smash. UK's biggest selling song of the year. It's interesting to note how many successful collaborations she has. Kanye, Nicki Minaj, David Guetta.
She elevates everyone she works with.
She does.
It's like the Midas touch of the music industry.
It is.
But it's not just about riding the coattails of others' success. She brings something unique to every collaboration.
Right.
It's a blend of talent, charisma, and I think a genuine love for the music that shines through.
That authenticity, it resonates with
Right.
people. And it's what ultimately leads her to Jay-Z's Rock Nation management in 2011. This wasn't just a management deal.
Right.
This was a power move. It signaled a shift, not just in her music career, but in her whole approach to building a brand, an empire.
Okay. That's where it gets really interesting. Because this is where Rihanna, the musician, starts to morph into Rihanna, the entrepreneur, the businesswoman.
Yeah,
And, sometimes those worlds can clash.
for sure.
But she seems to navigate them flawlessly.
She does.
We'll have to dig into that more.
Yeah, that's for another time.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is fascinating.
We could talk about this all day.
We could.
All right, so Rihanna, the empire builder.
Mhm.
I'm looking at all these articles about
Yeah.
her business ventures, and it's mind-blowing
Yeah,
how she went from topping the charts to
Yeah.
topping the Forbes list.
right.
But it wasn't an overnight thing, though, was it?
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't like she just...
No, it was a calculated evolution.
Yeah.
Even back in 2011,
Mm-hmm.
when We Found Love was like everywhere.
Yeah.
She was dipping her toes into fashion
Right.
with those collaborations for Armani and River Island.
It's like you can see the seeds being planted for
Yeah.
what would become like the Fenty empire.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like she was testing the waters,
Yeah.
seeing how far her creativity could go
Absolutely.
beyond music.
Yeah.
And you're right, those weren't just endorsements.
Oh, no.
She was really involved in the design process.
Yeah.
You can see her vision taking shape.
Totally.
Then in 2012,
Yeah.
she releases Diamonds,
Wins a bunch of awards.
wins a bunch of awards.
There's Battleship, her acting debut.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a multi-hyphenate.
You included the review of Battleship.
I did.
It wasn't exactly a critical darling,
Right.
but, it showed that she was willing to,
Try new things.
push herself out of her comfort zone.
Yeah.
But back to building an empire,
Yeah.
that same year, she launches her first fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just another celebrity perfume.
No.
It's distinctly Rihanna.
Yes.
Bold, unique, instantly recognizable.
Brand awareness, pure and simple.
She understands her image, her appeal, and she's leveraging it masterfully.
Totally.
And that brings us to 2017
Okay.
and the launch of Fenty Beauty.
Oh, yeah. This is a big one.
This wasn't just a celebrity makeup line.
Right.
It was a game changer for the whole industry.
I think you said it best when you called it a revolution in inclusivity.
It was.
I mean, before Fenty, the standard shade range for foundations
This was limited.
was so limited.
Often excluding women of color.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Rihanna saw that,
Uh,
this huge gap in the market.
This huge market being ignored
Yeah, and she flipped the script.
completely.
Mm.
That's the Fenty effect you mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
Launching with 40 foundation shades.
unheard of.
Unheard of.
Really sent shockwaves through the industry.
Oh, yeah. It forced other brands to, confront
Totally.
their lack of inclusivity and step up their game.
Yeah, it wasn't just about makeup.
Yeah.
It was about representation,
Yeah.
about challenging beauty standards.
Absolutely.
And she kept pushing those boundaries.
Mhm.
2018 launches Savage X Fenty Lingerie,
Oh, yeah.
celebrating different body types,
Mm-hmm.
promoting confidence, and,
Yes.
the fashion shows
Unlike anything else.
are like nothing else.
Diverse models, sizes, abilities. It's a celebration of individuality.
Yeah.
It's so far from those exclusive traditional lingerie brands.
Right.
Totally different.
It's about accessibility,
Yeah.
challenging the status quo,
Absolutely.
redefining beauty and sexy.
Completely. And it's no wonder she made history in 2019 by becoming the first woman to launch her own fashion house with LVMH.
It's huge.
Fenty. Yeah, it's monumental.
The first woman and the first woman of color
I know.
to head a luxury brand under LVMH.
Yep. It's huge.
Of course, then the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And like a lot of businesses, Fenty took a hit.
Yeah.
But, she didn't just sit back and wait it out.
No, she pivoted.
Yeah.
She poured her energy into Savage X Fenty,
Yeah.
expanded the line, created these incredible virtual fashion shows,
Yeah.
which were even more inclusive and groundbreaking.
So,
She even found time to release new music,
wow.
film movies,
Yeah.
like Ocean's 8 and Valerian,
Mm-hmm.
and launch Fenty Skin.
It's like she doesn't sleep.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
I know, me too.
But, amidst all this business domination,
Yeah.
she also found time for philanthropy and activism. You included a whole section about her work with the Clara Lionel Foundation, which she founded in 2012.
Yes, she did.
It's clear she's passionate about giving back.
She is.
The foundation supports education, health, and emergency response programs around the world.
She even was recognized for her humanitarian efforts.
Oh, right.
Named Harvard University's Humanitarian of the Year in 2017.
That's a pretty big deal for a pop star.
It is a very big deal.
And it's not just lip service.
No.
She's spoken out against racial injustice, supported LGBTQ plus rights,
Yes.
challenged world leaders on climate change.
Yes.
I mean, she's using her platform to amplify important causes and inspire real change.
Absolutely. And she's doing it all while navigating motherhood.
Yeah.
She and AP Rocky welcomed their second child this year.
Wow.
And it just seems like she's embraced that new chapter with the same energy and grace she brings to everything else.
It's inspiring, really.
It is.
It makes you wonder how she does it all.
I know.
So how do we even begin to sum up Rihanna's impact?
Oh, I know, it's tough.
We've talked about her music, her business, her activism, her personal life.
Right.
It's like she's cracked the code to living a multi-dimensional life.
I think she has. And, her accomplishments are just staggering.
Yeah.
According to Guinness World Records, she's the best-selling female recording artist of the 21st century.
Wow.
With 14 #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
And her estimated net worth. A cool $1.7 billion, making her the world's wealthiest female musician.
Those numbers are impressive.
They are.
But I think what's even more remarkable
Yeah.
is her spirit, her drive, her belief in herself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what allows her to keep pushing boundaries.
Exceeding expectations.
Yeah, and she doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon.
No.
No.
Take her recent Super Bowl performance.
Yeah.
After a 5-year hiatus from live performances.
Right.
I mean, it was the most watched halftime show in history.
It was incredible.
She reminded everyone just how powerful of a performer she is.
Yeah.
And it left us all wondering, what will she conquer next?
That's a good question. I mean, she's already achieved so much.
She has.
Is there anything left for her to do?
I don't know.
What do you think? I mean, it's almost like she thrives on defying expectations.
Yeah.
You send us all this material, and it's clear Rihanna's impact goes way beyond just the catchy songs or the glamorous photo shoot.
Absolutely.
She's a cultural force changing the game.
Yeah.
In music, business, even philanthropy.
And that's what's so compelling about these deep dives.
Yeah.
We start with all of this information.
Right.
Dates, names, facts, figures.
Yeah.
But what we end up with is a story.
Right.
Rihanna's story.
Yeah.
One of ambition, talent, resilience,
Yeah.
and an unwavering commitment to her vision.
And a healthy dose of hustle, it seems.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But what strikes me
Yeah.
is how she manages to achieve all of this
Mm-hmm.
while remaining so relatable.
Right. She's a global superstar,
Yeah.
a billionaire businesswoman,
Yeah.
but she still feels authentic,
Mm-hmm.
connected to her roots.
That authenticity.
Yeah.
That's key.
Totally.
It's what resonates with people.
Mm-hmm.
They see themselves in her journey,
Yeah.
and her struggles and her triumphs.
Yeah.
She's not afraid to show vulnerability,
Right.
to be real. I think that's what makes her so inspiring.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we have.
But what does it all mean for you, the listener?
Yeah.
Why should you care about Rihanna's story?
It's a reminder that we all have the potential to achieve great things,
Okay.
to defy expectations, break down barriers, create our own empires.
Yeah.
Rihanna's story is proof that talent and hard work can take you anywhere.
Totally.
But it also highlights the importance of representation,
Yes.
of using your platform to lift others up
Right.
and make a difference.
She's shown us that you can be successful without sacrificing your values, your individuality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's redefining what it means to be a modern-day icon.
And that's powerful.
It is. It really is. Her story is still being written.
Yeah. It makes you wonder what incredible things she'll accomplish next.
I know. What
Yeah.
boundaries will she push? What impact will she have on the world?
So now that you've seen it all,
Yeah.
from the music to fashion, business to philanthropy,
It's quite the journey.
what resonates with you the most?
Yeah.
What surprised you? What will you continue to explore? There's a whole universe within the world of Rihanna,
There is.
and we've only just scratched the surface.
It's just the beginning.
Happy diving more.